Welcome to Lapse 101, where I teach you everything you need to know about creating professional looking stop motion videos on a budget using your phone in our app Lapse, which you can download for free on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. We're going to cover everything from lighting, DIY home studio, tripod hacks, animation styles, editing techniques, and so much more. Alright, let's dive in. If you're somebody who creates content regularly, you will probably gravitate towards wanting to shoot near a window, like I'm doing right now. I've got my nice big office window in front of me, but I can promise you, using something like your kitchen light and using our functions in the editor to brighten things up after will turn out way better than shooting by a window. The main reason why you should avoid shooting with daylight is because it is not a controlled source. So what I mean by it's not controlled is it's constantly changing. So let's say you start a stop motion video and the sun is out and it's nice and bright, which is awesome. But then you're 5 minutes into animating your video and the sun goes behind the clouds. So it's gonna cast a darker exposure onto your stop motion. Then when you play it back at a high speed, it's gonna cause that flickering light look. So the goal with stop motion is to always have super consistent lighting that you can control. Okay, I'm going to show you an example of a setup that I have by the window so you can see how much the light shifts in such a short amount of time. So you can see the one with the studio light or a controlled light with like the blinds closed away from the window. It is nice and stable and smooth, so you don't have to stress as you're animating to make sure, oh my god, like the sun's coming out of the cloud, I gotta wrap this up. Versus if you're by the window, personally, like I have shot stop motions by windows in the past, and it's really stressful because you're always trying to do it super quick so that the lighting is somewhat similar, but there will always be a little bit of flicker, I can guarantee. The only time I do recommend using daylight is when you're shooting hyperlapse videos. Those are typically outside. A hyperlapse video is when instead of the product moving and animating, it's you, the camera, that's moving. So your object can be still or it can also be moving and you're moving around it, and these are typically outside. Obviously you cannot control the source of the light for these videos, so you kind of just have to shoot them quick and hope for the best that there's consistent lighting. But if you are indoors and you're shooting it indoors, you should absolutely be using light that you can control. If you're going to go to the effort of animating a product to make this awesome video, why not make it super polished looking and just avoid daylight altogether. So head over to the next module and we'll show you how to use lamps around your house, or how we light things at Lapse using even like my kitchen lights, for example, and the gear that we've purchased off Amazon that we love using to create professional looking videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube and social media so you can be the first to know when we release new tutorials.